Oh, hell. Good morning there, campers. My name is John, and I have slept in my SUV. And this is kind of the day 2 of this journey. And we're going to make some coffee here in a little bit and wake up. And we'll probably throw the drone up, see the sunrise. And because I can't really see it from where I'm at. Yeah, let's get started. Alright, so before I get started with everything, one thing I didn't do last night, because, well, obviously because it was hard to see, and I didn't do a whole lot of filming. I gotta clean my dishes, so I'm gonna do that chore real quick. It won't take but just a few minutes, and then I'm gonna get the grill up and heat some water and make some instant coffee or something like that. I gotta figure out my coffee situation out, and the best way to do all this. So, that being said, let's get to it. So I'm learning some things about some things, and some of those things are general cleanliness. Gotta keep it clean. The campsite clean. I can't even think right now. I'm just gonna clean. Okay. So my little method theory: heat some water, collapsible sink, put a little bit more water in it, wash these dishes with soap, and clean it up. I'm not gonna bore you watching all this. You know, they just have to be cleaned. One thing I've also learned is minimizing your dishes, of course, help out tremendous. Yes, I could have gotten paper plates and bowls and forks, but then you gotta carry all that trash. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, you could burn it off in a burn pit or discard of it, but it's just more stuff you gotta carry. So logical thinking is just reuse the same dishes but clean them. I don't know. You just leave it in the comments. I'm trying to figure all this out. if it'll work, it'll work. That's how I look at it. Whatever. Need some creamer. Don't make fun of me. I don't doctor them up too much. That's some like caramel. First actual night in the SUV, which I didn't film a whole lot in there because number one, it's just too dark, and it's really just for sleeping. Not bad, not the best coffee, but it'll work. We got all the dishes cleaned up. Like I said, I still got to figure out a better way or system to minimize water usage, because I didn't realize how much water I was using to, be able to cook and make stuff. On a limited supply. Yeah. So that being said, drink me some coffee. We're gonna make some breakfast. I'm gonna get changed up, and there's something really, really exciting I want to show y'all. It's actually the bus that Liddell had made into a camp house in the back of his property, and that was the original plan, was to go back there and camp out there, but too much rain, slippery slopes, because it is kind of got a little hill to go down and climb, and we didn't want to get my vehicle or anything stuck, so we'll ride down there in a four-wheeler after a while. But I'm gonna enjoy this coffee. All right, so I'm about to get some breakfast started, and don't make fun of my white legs. I wear pants all the time. I do work outside. I'm not a office bunny and wanting to just get out. I actually do work outside all the time, and I'm wanting to relax outside, making sense. But yeah, we're gonna get breakfast started. So my wife used to get this years ago, this turkey bacon, and I didn't like it at first. I was like, oh man, I'd rather have the real, greasy bacon, but for the most part, I really actually prefer this over the regular bacon. I guess it's an acquired taste. I don't know. Let me know what your thoughts are. One thing I need to deal with is I got to put the solar panel up for the solar generator or the power pack that runs the fridge. Didn't run it all the way down, but you know, I ran it down to about, I don't know, 30% or something like that. So want to get it charged up, and that way I can keep that fridge cool. I can't plug it into my car, but bad thing about it is it'll drain the car battery unless I have it running. Then if I'm running, wasting fuel. So right now feels like ridiculous. It is $4 a gallon for regular here where I'm at, which is Central Mississippi, and I think diesel's like around $5 a gallon, maybe a little bit more. So let me know what fuel prices are in your area. All right, so here's what we gotta do. I think Liddell is still sleeping, so while he's doing that, we're gonna go ahead and just get the solar panel up, and I'm gonna stick it somewhere where we can get some good sunlight, either that field or his front yard. But yeah, the cooler, which now this is all the cold stuff. I'm gonna crank the car up and let it run and get it back to temperature. But I need to let this thing charge because we're about 27%. Let me turn that off so it doesn't use up anymore. Dang, I didn't realize. Anyway, because it won't last the rest of the day. But if I can get it to 50% or so, we'll be all right. So let's go ahead and get solar panels. One thing is, I wish I had a longer cable. So if you guys know where I can get one of these cables at for charging them, let me know. Send it in the comments. I don't even know what type it is. Let's keep that in there. I don't know if you can see it, but it might be able to see it. It's actually blinking. It's actually pulling a charge off the solar panel right now. So I'm gonna let that sit out there for a couple hours. See what we can get and set it out of the sun. All right. This is it, YouTube. Gaming while camping. On the next stealth camping video, we hide in a shoot house. Yep, I got my leg in. All right. All right there, campers. I told you in the video that I was going to take you for a tour with the infamous school bus that this guy right here created, Laildale. So, but before we begin and show you this tour, I want to tell you a little story on how I met Liddell working on the ambulance. And let me tell you something. When you first meet him, he's kind of salty, little bit of arrogance kind of going on to him, but you know, I spent the first day going on shift with him, and I worked with him, and this son of a gun was complaining on how slow I was driving the ambulance. Keep in mind, I was trying to keep him and the patient from bouncing around everywhere. But he has been so, he has spent so much time on the ambulance, he knows exactly what speed you're going on the interstate highway. But yeah, he was like really, really salty. But then somehow, you know, he became a pretty good friend, and you know, I've known him for what, I don't know, going on 8 years, something like that. It's been a little while. It's been a little while. So anyway, this is the infamous bus, and I may end up doing this as a short as well because it was pretty good. Yeah, so Laildale created this years ago in case the apocalypse of the zombies and everything else in the world came into mind and decided, hey, the end of the world is coming near and we needed to hide. So this was created out of
this is our last stand.
Last stand in here. So it's pretty cool. We're gonna do a video camping in it maybe this winter. It's gonna be too hot to it, but it's got a whole little extra side. You added this on, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I got a little bit of cleanup, but it's got a stove in there, camp stove, and a porch, and some milk crates. I'm not really sure if there's any wasp in there yet, but how did you get the bus back here?
Pulled it with a tractor.
Did it have wheels on it?
Yeah.
At the time?
Yeah.
So how did you get it across that ditch?
Across the ditch. I guess I don't remember. I guess we come across some rails.
Yeah. So I'm gonna let him get it.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna let you take a look at it, but it is, of course, it doesn't have any wheels on it. He's got it sitting on blocks. Little camp house. There's a stove. And then of course you got the whole front cab area, which has been blocked off, sealed off. I'm not even sure if there's a motor in this thing or not. But this thing is, no, I remember it's got stuff in it. He keeps something in the front of that. But I wanted to show this to y'all as a camping and prepper sight. So pretty cool. Hope you all enjoyed this video. But, how you got the thing back here and setting it up and stuff?
Well, the guy that I bought the bus from brought another school bus and pulled it back here.
Yeah.
And then we set it up. There's some chairs over the cushion in. We set it up. I had to get, after we got it out here, I had to get, and then I had to go to Jackson and get some metal plates made to put down over the hole.
Oh, what was in the front of the engine compartment? Was it just storage?
There was no motor.
Yeah, you just made
I made a storage compartment out of that front.
That's what I thought.
And I also made a storage compartment where the steps was that you come in.
Okay.
There's a door there that I got stove and stuff stuck in there. I used it for storage space.
Yeah.
I made the screens for the windows. Made these tables. These tables fold up.
Yeah.
I showed you how they fold up.
Just pick them up.
Yeah, they got. I fixed them where we could, if we needed the room.
Yeah. To put more cots and stuff. What do you got in here? Is just sleeping stuff?
I don't know. That's Michael's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, these just go up.
Yeah.
And latch against up here. You latch them up to hold them up when you
Okay.
go down.
But it's just nice having the extra tables and stuff.
Yeah.
Because this over here was the driver. So this is the front of the bus, right?
Yeah, that's the driver's seat was right over there.
Okay.
I took all of that out and I put that
Top
sheet,
bunk.
that's metal. I put everything metal so rats couldn't get in here.
That would be the sliding doors where you come in from the bus. Yeah. It's got a little light in here. Does the lights have batteries on them?
Yeah, I have
Or you have it set up for a generator?
No, I don't have. I set a battery under the hood out there and put alligator clips in it.
Well, guys, that's going to wrap up this video. Appreciate you coming and hanging out with me and seeing the old bus. Maybe I can get old Laildale, tell some war stories of his ditch doctoring days of 35 years. I told y'all it was 33. I was wrong. And
I was there 35 years because I didn't have sense enough to go anywhere else.
But I appreciate you hanging out with me and on this journey, and we'll see you on the next adventure. So happy camping.